Well, good evening. This is Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and today we're looking at the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, the adventure game that's on Gamefound. Now, I was really, tentatively looking forward to this, but the updates before it left me kind of on a downer, really. I didn't think it was doing the license any justice, but you know, I've been on hiatus for 4 weeks on a special holiday, and so coming back, I had this to look forward to looking to. It's got 32, I think, updates to go through. Bloody hell. And I'll tell you what, Gamefound, you need to add a next update button, because it's a pain in the arse to go through all the updates. Kickstarter have you beaten on looking through updates. I'll say that much. Anyway, what's going on? I've had a 4-week holiday, came back to Kickstarter, crowdfunding, and Gamefound, and each game this week are a must buys. Dear me, the 3, and we've got a Simon special coming out at the end of this week, haven't we? I'm scratching my head here because it's like, what's going on? Anyway, let's go down this because, wow, what's going on? They have busted their guts over this Gamefound page. They've been updating all the images. They've been going bananas to make it look better and better. There's so much cool stuff being added during this campaign, and there's probably more yet to come on. And I'm shaking. I'm like, it's not shaking. I'm shaking with excitement, yes, but I'm rubbing my hands here because this is going to be delicious as we go down. I'll tell you what, Gamefound, this stuff on the left is nice to have. Can we not just close it down and have this center page a little bit bigger? Because you're making this middle section like really bad. And this stuff on the right, can we not like collapse that as well and just have this big image in the middle? Because it's like taking up screen real estate. I'm sorry to harp on about Gamefound here, but Kickstarter, again, have you beaten. Anyway. Now, the board itself is deliciously good, it's faithful, and every component of the game, all of the cards and all of the story, has been going to Bethesda, of course, the original designers of Skyrim, which is part of the Elder Scrolls franchise. I'm an Elder Scrolls fanboy. I absolutely love the series, can't wait for Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 6. I played almost 3 years of Elder Scrolls Online. I must have put 6 months straight into Skyrim, and before that Oblivion and Morrowind before that. So I'm like, this is why I was trepidatiously coming into this, because I really thought this is a license that, you know, they can't feck up, basically. I didn't want it to be a feckless design. Anyway, Bethesda though, you need to understand that the Elder Scrolls to Bethesda is so special that there was no way that they were going to let this game be anything short of amazing. Let's just get that out there straight away. Now, it's interesting, this map that we're looking at here with the red characters on there. They're actually going to roam around as baddies, as they were. And you're going to have to take these out because they will attack the towns and villages and can really upset the world on it. There is a campaign that you can play, which is 1 to 4 player, solo of course. There's chapters that you can go through with each. There's quick save boxes and stuff like this, so that's really good to have part of the narrative. There's no foreteller here or anything that reads it out for you, which is a little bit disappointing. And yeah, music wise though, there's already the Sky, you can go on YouTube, get the Skyrim official music, so you know that's sorted out. You're probably 100% going to want to play the Skyrim soundtrack while you're actually playing this game. And they have an absolutely bananas 8-player version of it. People have been asking for a game mat. I've been saying this week game mats are only really needed if you want it to be bigger than what you're getting in the box. They have suggested though that it will massively add to the shipping if they did that, so they're a little bit, let's just say, not happy about doing that, but we'll see what happens when we get down the page. All these sculpts as well, which are, a lot of them are copy paste, they have stretch goaled these to have alternate sculpts. And if you don't know this, Morphidius are actually doing the Fallout and Elder Scrolls Skyrim's roleplay game and miniature tabletop game. And these minis have all been designed by the miniature tabletop game RPG / you can check that out by looking for Skyrim, the role-playing game. It's from, I'll go to the Morphidius website, you'll see what they've been doing. So I have trust that these minis are going to look great and painted great. In fact, on the Morphidius YouTube channel, they have painted tutorials of the minis from the RPG, and I have good faith that these minis are going to be very good quality indeed. Now, the box of cards we see on the left here, this is going to be all numbered. It's like a choose your own adventure, and some of these cards are going to affect lots of things on the map, affect players on the map as well. You might kill a character, and then another character around the board has to find that character, but then finds the person's body instead of talking to the character. But might even be able to loot the body and stuff like this. If you get the expansion Dawn Guard, it's going to add vampires and the and the Dawn Guard faction themselves. That's going to really be interesting. The elephant in the room is werewolves or lycans, because that is a big part of Skyrim, is becoming a werewolf or a vampire as this kind of... do I want to say upgrade to your character? It has severe downsides, we'll say that much. But the Dawn Guard expansion, which I think is massively needed, it's like mandatory for me, because now you know, you're getting more starter races, you're getting a day-night mechanic coming in, which can affect all characters at night. You get extra sneak, which will be wonderful, and adds 3 new locations on the map, loads of new spells, equipment, and all that stuff. So very, very exciting is the Dawn Guard expansion. There is still time on the campaign to have this Lycan thing, but we've certainly not seen any werewolf minis. We've seen vampire minis and all that stuff. So yes. Anyway, co-op or solo adventure, 2 huge campaigns, 3 chapters each, and you get another campaign with Dawn Guard. Right, okay. 27 hours is going to be the full 2 campaigns, is what I believe. The massive free roaming cooperative and competitive mode, that should be very good. 8 players, that's going to have to be some kind of mega special event that's going on. Oh, man. Of course, that's an add-on, though. You don't need to worry about that. And the replayability here is very large due to the branching storylines that they have. In fact, they call itself a 6-sided pyramid, where the end of the campaign is the top of the pyramid, but there's 6 sides towards that you can choose. And certainly in the free roaming, you have this aspect that you can do anything you want on the map. You can even go around destroying all the towns and wreak havoc and all stuff like that. And of course, on the free roaming, you can have it competitive, where there will be PvP on the map. So lots of interesting things. You can make that free roaming competitive, and if it goes competitive, it's kind of a point scoring event if you do that. So yeah, you're going to be drawing events. Events are going to be a cool thing that's happening. You can explore all these places on the map. There's going to be quest chains, decisions on the quest chains that are going to potentially affect things across the map and other people as well. You are going to be getting treasures and experience. You're going to have interesting level up and unique skills that you'll get. You can even become legendary, for example, in pickpocketing, if you're interested. You can enchant your gear, similar to what you might get in the video game. In fact, people are saying this is very close to the video game, although just within its RPG systems, I would argue. Lots of side quests, though, and says interesting characters. There's going to be lots of mini Easter eggs in there for fans of the series. The more I hear about the 8-player, it's like very... it does sound like an event at Christmas or something. Massive Skyrim night. I'd be totally up for that, though. I like this little condensed view here. So, now if you're strapped for cash, you can £1 pledge this, as it's in sterling, not dollars. And they've totally said, we know, you know, people won't be able to put everything on here because the deluxe pledge tier, which is everything in 220, that's a lot of money. And you can £1 pledge it and pay for shipping, which is due in spring. So you've got 6 months maybe to get your purchase on the pledge. Now, August 2022, that is fairly near. I think they've had most of the story finished, and it's confirmed with Bethesda. I think some of the art and stuff is still going back and forth, but they're fairly finished. They're on Tabletop Simulator. You can check that out. There's playthroughs of this, of course. This is special pricing. They had a special event pledges from £68. This has pretty much been missed if you're going to be late. Of course, Skyrim is 10 years old. It was 10 years old a week ago. On the 11/11/11 is when the game came out. So 11/11/21 is the 10-year anniversary. There is a legendary video game box set that's come out. If you've not played Skyrim, you are in for a treat if you want to play it. Although a big criticism of the video game is that it's as big as an ocean but as deep as a paddling pool, and I don't fully agree with that. I think the storyline was not too shabby. I think the beauty of the video game is the open world nature and go and do whatever you want, and that's what they brought to this board game, is that aspect. In fact, I don't think this board game is going to be as big as an ocean, but it certainly won't be it'll certainly be deeper than a paddling pool. There's lots of Gamefound exclusives though that makes you want to probably put your pledge on this. It is destined for retail, but you can kind of see here on the pledge that you're making a huge saving, and this Gamefound exclusive thing is going to be like legendary cards that are going to have holographic or even metallic to the cards, whatever they are. Some of them are going to be legendary encounters, legendary monsters, legendary treasure, and stuff like this. So yeah, looking at these pledges, the base tier, I don't think you should go for that at all. Jump in for the gameplay tier, because the Dawnguard expansion for the Dawnguard and the vampires is a must, and of course you're getting all the extra content, which you can check out there. It's just a mandatory thing. From the Ashes expansion, that is more stuff, because the Skyrim the adventure game is going to be a prequel to the video game, which is the Dragonborn story, and the Dawnguard is like the post-Dragon storyline. So you can take your characters from the base game and bring it into Dawnguard. There's going to be like a time has passed, and that's kind of the video game sits in that middle bit. It's kind of interesting they've done that. I like the fact that they've done this. And what's going on here? Now, I was going through the updates, and I've not seen an update for this deluxe tier. I must have blinked and missed it. But the neoprene mat is here. What's going on? So I don't know. You can maybe answer me this, because the comment section is bananas, and you're not going to find any information in there. You probably, I'll probably check the FAQ. I've not actually checked the FAQ. I'll check that near the end of the video. But it's interesting they have changed their mind about the neoprene game mat. Alright, I love that they've got these Skyrim coins. These look fantastic as well. In fact, the deluxe tier is what I'm probably going to get. My birthday budget is going to be covering, it looks like, Skyrim and the Weather Machine, which is the Kickstarter that I did yesterday. Not a bad couple, is it? Alright. They've pledged it out down here. Now, if you don't want the minis, I can understand that. They are going to be roaming around the map, though. You're going to have alternate scopes. Let me just go up and talk about this. The miniature upgrade set has alternate miniatures of your character. So if you want a female Khajiit or a male Khajiit, you're going to need the miniature upgrade set to give you that different miniature sculpture. So just to be, if you want, you know, that's kind of why I'm going for it, so you can have that nice change. And it's lovely, isn't it? Now, the game board 100 centimeters by 56. Let's see if the game board, the mat, tells us what it is down below. Yeah, there's a couple, like the Dawnguard gives out some of the races that are missing from the base game, so that's kind of another reason why you might want to be getting that anyway, to get those extra races. Loads of tokens and nice cubes. Custom dice look fantastic. I like these save game boxes, they're nice. I love the cards here. There's about 850 cards in total in the base. It's pretty outstanding, and I like this deck box, that the system that they've got in place here. These event cards in the base, these are going to be completely enhanced though with the expansion content, and all that stuff's all going to get done. It does say double-sided character cards. It's probably male and female. The dungeons that you go in, the wilderness city cards, these are stuff that you pulling a card when you stop at these places. Lots of different encounters. Followers, these are interesting. They follow you around. When you go into combat, you can actually pick one of these to actually complement your attack. So that's nice. They can actually die, interestingly enough, and you can have as many as you want. Now here's the Khajiit, looking nice. Khajiit is like a sneaky character, like a rogue, and it's interesting they've got a sword and board here, or mace and board. But hey, it is a kind of loosey-goosey, build your own character class Skyrim, so yeah. We'll have to, I know this is here, this is saying the there's more encounters for this free roaming mode, which is going to be very cool. Here's the Dawnguard then. The Bretons, these are like the humans. Vampirism. The Argonians, these are the lizard folk. Now, just looking at this deck though, the vampire, To become a vampire, that's kind of, if you're in this storyline, you really want to push that into Dawnguard, and you're not going to put these quest cards or any of these event cards in that until you get to Dawnguard, because these are kind of specific to Dawnguard expansion and story event. For example, these event cards are going to be referring to vampires, and the threat events is vampires, event deck is going to be Dawnguard, but the specifics of this, so you can't really mix these in if you're doing the storyline. But of course, if you are playing the free roaming game, then you can absolutely use all of this, and that's when all the decks become much fatter, taller, and more magnificent. Redguard, fantastic melee fighter. We've got the Bosma here. I think Bosmia, they should be kind of more focused on magic, if I remember. It's like been a long time. One of the races that they've got in here, did not talk about them here, is yeah, the Wood Elf. The Wood Elf is in here. If you want an archer, you want to go Wood Elf. So, and in this Dawnguard expansion, they do have crossbows, as you can see in the Breton. No, the Breton figure has a bow. Is there no crossbow character? Yes, the Bosma has a crossbow. All right, very good. Now here's the From the Ashes, and this is what's getting stretched, and get ready for this. This is all potentially phenomenal. So loads of equipment cards, more armor cards. They have these ghosts heroes as well, which are nice. Ghost encounter cards. You're getting more dungeons as well. Dragon events, which is big part of Skyrim, is the dragons. I like the fact that they've got dragons in the game. Of course, they need them, and you can just see 10 different dragon encounter cards. So yes, please. In fact, you may be disappointed with the dragon minis. If they've got 10 dragon encounter cards, how delicious would it be to have 10 different dragon minis? But it is what it is. And I wonder if you'll ever be fighting 2 dragons, because it did happen to me in Skyrim, and it was an epic half-an-hour encounter to fight 2 dragons. It was awesome. Right next to a village. There was me and the whole village attacking the dragons. There's 2 of them, and it was just epic. And one of these events in a video game you'll always remember. Thank you, Skyrim. Also in here, you're going to have these mini campaigns. These are going to be wonderful. These are essentially side missions you pick up that have a arc to them. The Dark Brotherhood arc is going to be wonderful. The Dark Brotherhood are basically the assassins, the secret assassins in the game. This is going to be wonderful to team up with them. The Drago, these are, if I remember correctly, mechanical enemies. Automanons and things like this. Now, here the miniature says they've got 3 roaming dragons, even though there's going to be a collection of dragons. This is what disappoint. If I've got one disappointment, it's the dragon minis and the fact that there's no werewolf class yet, class upgrade, but that's potentially coming. Alternate sculpts have been unlocked for this, because there's too much carbon copy here, and but they've all kind of been you know, passed by Bethesda. They're going to be rolling around the map and all this good stuff. These are the alternate figures. Where's the Khajiit? Yeah, you've got the Khajiit rogue here with 2 daggers, so that is going to be the perfect thief mini, and you're potentially going to be picking these minis based on the race. I think that's the Breton elementalist mage type character here. We've got an orc, sword and shield, Redguard perhaps, and that's a Nord character, should be the tallest of them all. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Looks like an Argonian sneaky 2 here. Yeah, they're adding a bonus skirmish game where you can potentially just fight each other. That's fairly interesting, just for a quick, I guess, warm-up before the event starts. If you're waiting for your 8 players to arrive, you can do a little skirmish. They've tried to make this as cheap as possible, so they're giving you the bare bones. It's not actually adding any content. What it is adding is new colours for the extra 4 players, and of course more characters, because you might want to have 2 different Imperial class races in the game, right? So and more boxes for saving. Would you really want to save an 8-player game? Surely you'd leave that on the table for the next day, is my feeling, but I don't know. Anyway, you get more save game boxes. The equipment cards here are going to be the same as you get in the base as well. They're going to be basically starting you off, so this is going to be basic equipment. It's all super cool. As you can see, the actual board you're getting is going to be added to by all these cards and stuff around them. The board itself is deliciously beautiful. I love the fact that how you roam around here. I love the territories that they have. I'm loving the whole free roam. I like that aspect. I love the aspect of the 8-player as well. I like the Dawn Guard. Everything that's coming with the Dawn. Everything that's coming with the Dawn Guard is like an essential expansion, and adding again 3 new locations on the map to visit and get quests from. Of course, roaming around, getting those legendary encounters, getting all the treasures, upgrading your character. This is going to be very, very cool. I love all the different events that can happen and the unknown, unpredictability and all that stuff. You're going to be roll dying for combat, roll dying for opening, pit locking, and all of the tests that you'll be doing from your skills. Each of the cities is going to be under threat. If you don't hit the roaming monsters, they will potentially make riots in the city, close off the city, off the map, and destroy the city. Delving into dungeons is going to be fantastic. Dungeons are going to change all the time because of the potential randomness of what's going to happen inside the dungeon. Right. Different weapons, different rewards, all upgraded enchanting. You can ask for help. Absolutely. You might have to team up if you're going into a dungeon. You might have to team up in the storyline. You might have to team up if you're coming to a boss or something like this, or you're fighting a dragon. Makes sense to team up. Yeah, it's interesting to level up. You've got lots of different perks to pick from, which is delicious because you're going to be, of course, you know, creating your character on your own different playstyle. So the role play is high here. I like all of these different upgrades you can get to your characters, make them more proficient in fighting with different weapons, getting more buffs when you've got different types of armor on, potentially making you a specialist in, for example, I don't know, making potions, making armor, enhancing armor, lockpicking, and all those different things that might be in this selection. So yeah, very, very cool. Talks about story. This is interesting because sometimes you'll fail a mission and they call it you're falling forward. So even if you fail a mission, that sits failed in the world. It's not really going to stop you moving forward. It's part of the story is players' failures. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, high replayability. Sounds lovely. I really hope, because if you stack these on the shelf side to side, they could have made a beautiful box art that came together with 4 sides. I wonder if they'll do that. When I jump on the pledge here, maybe I shall put that in the comments. Because they could put a wonderful art across the 4 boxes. Now the stretch goals have just been incredibly unlocked, so alternative minis, ghosts of the minis, the Black Arrow. These are just more chapters getting added. The legendary cards here, these are going to be nice. More minis, legendary encounters, wonderful. The mini campaign of the Dark Brotherhood. Nice. More encounters, just gone bananas. Vampires roaming around. Just more cards, more stuff going out into the world, which is lovely. I love the fact that they've got legendary encounters 20. So 20 legendary encounters. Just talk here about different bow artifacts and a spellbreaker artifact. So potential treasures as well with all these cards. So 20 legendary treasures and 20 encounters. So yeah, getting lots there. The Dwemer. The Dwemer. More unlocked soon, and it hints of a dragon here. So what's going on here? Hopefully some more dragon alt sculpts, and please, 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 we want werewolves. Yeah, there's also going to be puzzles to do in some of these dungeons, which is very, very cool. Interesting social goal of spreading. Each time you get a goal, it will give a pick lock. This pick lock then will unlock something down below. A lot of this stuff has already been unlocked. Look at it all. This first bit, it says, is the skirmish game. The second bit is free for all backers. So. Now it says there's going to be 3 more unlocks to come. So hopefully werewolves, hopefully dragon sculpts. I don't know. Chimavarium. 14 cards for this. It sounds like a mini expansion, doesn't it? That's going to be interesting to see what that is when it unlocks. And of course, there's going to be more and updates coming. So lots to come on this campaign. It's looking delicious. The next social goal will be more followers to your party. Lovely. And you can see all of the metallic and potentially holographic legendary cards that have already been unlocked. Ouch, man. So much to this, isn't there? So much to it. So Deluxe tier, everything there. The mat. We've not seen the mat, have we? We'll keep going down. I think it's coming down as an add-on, but 220, that's definitely a birthday gift. I'm putting that with Weather Machine. That was about 100. No, it was $130, wasn't it? So that's like 100 sterling, so like 300 sterling. So I'm adding up this gift. Plus there's Christmas on top, right? I can roll it over because my birthday is the 22nd of December, right close to Christmas, so I can basically double up and all that good stuff. It will be finishing at the start of December, this, so I can $1 pledge it and let it roll to the birthday is probably my strategy. The 10th year anniversary. This is still available at £68. This is really good. Right, okay. This is like the cheap, very cheap tier that you're getting for it. I wonder if this is part of the deluxe tier. I don't know, I'm completely confused with this. So yeah, do you want to get the minis? Do you want the mat and the coins? If you don't, just get the gameplay tier. The 5-player expansion, you're going to have to put that on top, and it's something I'm going to do. Because I think that's a Christmas event waiting to happen. Call to Arms bundle down here at 60. That's the tabletop miniature game. What am I looking at? Looking for the mat. The mat doesn't actually appear to be here. Yeah, it's in the bloody big pledge, isn't it? The mat. Have a look. The neoprene game mat. It's exactly the same size as the game. What's going on here? It's the same size. I don't like this. It should be bigger. Oh dear. Let's have a look at this then. The Call to Arms start. This is the war game set in Tamriel. Tactical war games. It's a miniature tabletop skirmish that already exists on the market. So you can see there's the core rules, and you've got different boxes for the different types of miniatures. You can check their YouTube channel out for more information about this, and of course the main website of Morphidius. Now there's a bunch of videos. Let me see. This first one here. This one's great to find about Dawn Guard. In fact, it's very good explaining the game, actually. That one really gets me excited. They're all basically on Tabletop Simulator, playing with the devs, which is good. Radho fully loved it. So did Jeremy from Man vs. Meeple. That was great to see. And yeah, it's just loads of videos that you can watch, and different reviews, loads of different comments like that are falling in love with it. Video to watch. Video to watch. Videos. Shipping then. Rest of the world, thank you very much. And it says only £40 for the rest of the world. I actually like that. It's about $50, and you're getting all of those boxes, coins, and playmat, which adds more to the weight, doesn't it? So that's actually very good for me sitting here in Mexico. So those bloody lucky people in the US that low shipping. In fact, the UK has really good shipping here, and that's because Morphidius are based in England, isn't it? So they can distribute it from the UK. So Morphidius, what have they been doing? RPGs of Star Trek, Dune, Fallout, and the Elder Scrolls, and board games of Thunderbirds. Agatha Christie's Death on Cards, and 007 Spectra. So yeah, they've got good background, and the RPG of role-playing has definitely helped them with writing this game. Here it is. Oh, they've got Dishonored as well. Nice. And Kung Fu Panda. Okay. So do check the YouTube channel of Morphidius. Do check them. Why have they not got their main website here? If you're interested in finding more out about the miniatures. Oh, there we go. We've got US Online Store. You can find out there. Alright, let's have a look at the FAQ. Bada-bum-bum-bum. Why is it the 10th year anniversary and the add-on expansion is 142 and the gameplay pledge with the same components only costs $140. The 10th anniversary discount is already included in all the pledges. Okay, great. Now, you can add one. Will the price go up? There might be a small limitation on the Gamefound exclusive add-ons. However, we do not expect this limitation to impact people who want to purchase them later. How long is the pledge manager going to be open? Spring is very vague, but spring could be April, May, or June. Talking about the retail game, this is interesting. You're making a bunch of saving, and there's going to be Gamefound exclusives. The neoprene map, metal coins, legendary encounters, which there's 20 of, which is also legendary treasures, are going to be limited to Gamefound. So, let's have a look. What's the roadmap? Anything else interesting? If I sleeve all the cards, is the room in the box? Oh yeah. There's no sleeve pack, actually. That's an interesting add-on. Will all the numbered cards from the box fit in a storage box? Yes. What size is the neoprene mat? It's the same size as the board. Is there a reason you'd want a mat the same size? I don't know. Is there a mini-only pledge? You could $1 pledge and go for the mini update, I guess. What's the mini size? The 32, hardened PVC, pre-assembled. Nice. These are good questions. They've been adding to this from the comments, so this is why it's all good. Game is going to go colorblind friendly, actually. It's already been addressed, that. Well, peeps, let me just go back to the top. Skyrim, it's actually been a massive surprise. I'm over the moon at the project, because I was coming in here with a bad taste in my mouth from the updates that they were giving out before the game launched, but it really has blown me away. The attention to detail, all of the updates that you can go through and find out more information, all of the playthroughs, all the information from the devs has been great. I love the replayability. I love the fact they've got the main storyline, the fact that you can do so much stuff on the map. It's just wonderful. Anything I want to see? Of course I want to see werewolves. I want to see alternate scopes for the dragons. In fact, I want to see alt scopes for all the dragons, but absolutely. I think they've been upgrading most of the events and the items and the enemies and all that. That stuff's already been addressed. I'm very happy the way it's gone, and I love the whole build your own character into a different class. That's fantastic. And they've got the whole minis that you can get, alternate scopes and all this stuff. I do love it. It's not just you running around a map. It's you with your mates running around the map. There's enemies running around the map that you've got to take down. There's lots of stuff happening in the world to actually do. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, well, of course, I absolutely recommend it. This has been 3 in 3 this week, coming back from my holiday. I absolutely want to get this. It's going to be part of my birthday Christmas this year. I'll be 42 on the 22nd of December, and this game is going to be part of my gift, I guess. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Please let me know in the comments if you're back in this game, and what do you want to see, and what are you most excited for? Really want to know that. Also, click the community button if you've not done that. I've got polls you can get on to and interact with our community down there. Really want to see it. Do I have a community question for this game? Yeah, I want to know which Elder Scrolls games you've played. So go down in the comments. Have you played Elder Scrolls Online? Have you played Skyrim? Have you played Oblivion? And have you played Morrowind? Get down in the community section of the Kickstarter page, YouTube page, and leave your comments down there. Lovely jubbly. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you're new to Kickstarter Radio 102.4, please think about subscribing and all that good stuff. Leave the video a thumbs up if you wish. And yeah, this has been Kickstarter Radio. I've been your host, Lipstickpaddy. I'm fully in love with this project, and oh my god, I can't wait to play it, especially in that bananas 8-player competitive mode. Wow. So on that bombshell, thank you so much for watching. You take care, stay safe, and bye-bye for now.